Good kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to the corner, take the shot, he scores!
First for the visitors from Trinity. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 5, Andrew Collins. At forward, a 6'5" sophomore, number 11, Jenny Duncan. At forward, a 6'4" junior, number 12, Tim Hodges. At guard, a 6'4" junior, number 15, Dante DeRuba. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 40, Owen Wayman.
Welcome to Peters Township High School AHN Arena for tonight's Class 5A Section 1 basketball game between Trinity and Peters Township. Peters Township comes into the game with an overall record of 9-3, 2-1 in section play, and Trinity has an overall record of 6-6 with a conference record, section record of 1-2. My name is Bob Finn. I'll be joined by Eric Glaude here tonight for tonight's game between the Indians and the Hillers. Starting lineup for Peters Township: McCullough, Miller, Mills, Dunbar, and Ziegler. Ziegler tipping off for the Indians. Peters Township wins the tip. Miller brings the ball up over to McCullough. Looks to drive, and he does. First basket of the game by McCullough.
Nice drive to the basket there by McCullough.
That's something that Brendan's been doing all year long. He's been getting to the rim an awful lot. A lot of close-in shots. Peters Township picking up with their standard man-to-man defense, putting some pressure on the ball. Switch on top. And a turnover. Oh, almost a turnover. High ball screen. Dunbar and McCullough switch. Rebound by Ziegler.
The miss by Rubio.
Dunbar, 15-footer's good. Dunbar coming off a career night against TJ in that 105-100 triple overtime loss about a week ago. Indians off to a fast start, 4-0. Ziegler picked up the foul on the drive. Number 40 at the line for Trinity is Owen Wayman, 6'2". Second shot, up and good. McCullough with the ball over to Mills, kicks it out to Ziegler, rotates it over to Miller. Brendan looking to penetrate, no open lane for him there. There he goes, into the lane again, he scores.
Trinity playing straight man-to-man. We'll see if they can contain Miller or McCullough tonight.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it so
No,
far.
no help from the backside either. Offensive rebound put back by number 12 for Trinity. That was Tim Hodges. He's 6'4". He could be a handful for the Indians on the glass. They're going to have to box him out. 6'4", Peters Township with the early 2-point lead. Mills looks to penetrate, kicks to Dunbar for 3. He's short.
Wainin with the rebound. Steal. McCullough again.
McCullough's got 6 early points here, and they've all been layups. That defensive intensity is something I think the Indians are going to need. In that game against Thomas Jefferson, it just didn't have that intensity they needed. Ziegler with the rebound. Looks like they're picking up a little bit more intensity on the defensive side. Oh, Miller goes to the rim, and he's getting fouled. After that loss to TJ, the Indians have played Connellsville and Ringgold when they've had 2 fairly easy wins against those 2 teams. So coming into tonight's section game, they got a 2-1 record in section play. Miller at the line for 2.
I think we're going to find out if we're a contender or not tonight, Bob. This is a must-win.
It is. I think Trinity played pretty even against Thomas Jefferson the other night. I think they lost only by 2 to 4 points. So it was a very competitive game. And TJ's sitting at the top of the section right now with a 3-0 record. So Miller makes both.
We can't afford to lose to both Trinity and to TJ at home.
I would agree. Peters Township picking up full court in the game. Thomas Aspinwald and Mickey Vaccarella and Dylan Donovan for the Indians.
Looks like Peters Township's gone to a bigger lineup here to try to get a little better rebounding.
Yeah, they got three of their bigger players are on the floor right now. You're right, Eric. Vaccarella and Aspinwall coming off the bench, and Dunbar still in the game. So they got that's going to be the biggest lineup they'll put out on the floor, unless they had Ziegler out there at the same time. So good call on your part to pick that up. Good pressure by Donovan out front on number 13. High ball screening. Indians switch on the pick and roll. Definitely more intensity from the Indians on defense here tonight. Good block by McCullough.
Nice block.
Good block, but he was out of bounds. But he blocked it, caught it, and he ended up landing out of bounds. So it's still going to stay Trinity basketball, but a good defensive play by Brendan that time.
Peters playing straight man-to-man as well.
I don't think I've seen them play anything but man-to-man so far this year, Eric. Good steal by Vaccarella. Nice lead bounce pass to Dunbar. And he gets fouled and scores.
And one.
You don't usually see that 60 to 70-foot lead pass being a bounce pass, but Vaccarella's threaded a needle on that long bounce pass. Dunbar caught it in stride, finished strong, got fouled, so we got a chance for a three-point play. Indians up 12-4.
Subs coming in for Trinity. Drew Collins. Tim Hodges, number 12. Bringing their big lineup back in as well.
That foul shot's no good. Trinity secures the rebound and brings the ball up the floor. Long three.
Three-pointer.
Yeah, long three, no good. And that's an offensive rebound for number 12. That's his second offensive rebound. Oh, another steal. And a foul.
And a foul.
It's another hand in the passing lane, another deflection, and another turnover.
Foul on Caden Hathaway. So far, so good on the defensive end. Trinity's leading scorer, Dante DeRubo, 0 points.
Well, one thing the Indians have been doing all season long is they've been scoring points. If you look at the 5A standings in all of 5A, there's only one team that has scored more points throughout the first 12 to 13 games of the year, and that's Char Valley. And they played 13 games, and the Indians have only played 12, and I think the point differential is only like 6 or 8 points. So the Indians are putting up some points, no doubt about it. Over the course of their 3 section games, they're averaging 88 points a game. Again, 2 of those were against Connellsville and Ringgold. In the one game that they lost, they scored 100 against TJ. So they're putting points on the board. I think the thing that will define their season is going to be whether they can shore up that defense a little bit and start shutting some teams down.
They do have some impressive wins against ranked teams in other divisions.
Yes, they do.
All tight games and
Yep.
some disappointing losses as well. I guess it evens out when you look at it. You could have lost a few of the close ones and won a few of the ones they lost, but
After
so far this season,
pretty
pleasantly surprised at our play.
absolutely. I mean, when you come off a tough year like they had last year, and it's you're in January sitting 9-3 overall with a 2-1 in section play, you got to be happy with that. Miller handling the ball for Peters Township over to Donovan. He's going to launch a 3. It's good. He's a shooter.
Rick McCullough in the game for Peters.
Donovan can come off the bench and provide that kind of a spark with his shooting. Indians looking to trap. And we got
another turnover.
Absolutely. Trinity bringing the ball down.
Derubo.
Yeah, bringing the ball down that sideline, and he started to hesitate when he got across the 10-second line. That's not somewhere you want to stop. That's when the trap came, and he turned it over. Miller looking for Donovan. Over to Vaccarella. Screen by Miller. Gets the ball back to Donovan. He's going to look to drive. Feed to Vaccarella. Nice feed. Nice job.
Play there.
Vaccarella high off the glass.
Peters Township picking up the defensive intensity. Oh,
Another
that
turnover.
looked like it was stepped out there, but
I think we'll
play
take it in
continues.
transition. He got fouled, and it's good.
Oh.
Nate Miller.
Peters pushing the ball up the floor, which has been their forte all year long.
Absolutely. You're looking at the 3-minute mark of the first quarter here, Eric, and we got 19 on the board. And I've been saying all season long, I jinxed him a few times, but Nate Miller's a pure shooter. I'm a betting man. I'm betting he's making this for a 3-point play. And I jinxed him again. Can you believe that? Vaccarella, strong offensive rebound, but throws it away.
Another turnover by Trinity. Derubo goes for the block. Brandon McCullough with another drive to the hoop. That looked like it should have been an and one opportunity. And another turnover by Trinity. McCullough for 3 from the corner.
It's a
and
3.
And Peters Township is just on fire right this moment.
24-4 at the 2:35 mark. They have come out, and I only have them missing 1 shot. Again, I try to keep a little bit of stats here while we're watching the game. The only shot I have us missing is a 3 by Dunbar from the right corner. Everything else is in the paint except for Donovan's 3 and McCullough's 3. There's nothing that you can find wrong with what the Indians are doing so far tonight in this first part of this first quarter. 10 for 11.
On the
Can't beat
floor
that.
in the first quarter. And on the defensive side, Derubo, the leading scorer, has 0 points and several turnovers.
Yeah, they've got at least 4 to 5 turnovers in their last 3, 4, 5, 6 possessions. They're having trouble just getting the ball across the 10-second line and executing any kind of half-court offense.
It looks like we got a whole new lineup in for Peters Township here. Ziegler is in, Brendan McCullough, Jack Dunbar, Cam Mills.
And number 10 is Sean Thelk.
Sean Thelk.
So even we're in the first quarter here, Eric, and he's already got 10 players into the game already for Peters Township.
If you're going to full court pressure man-to-man the whole game and do it right, you need 10 players.
Yep. Another turnover.
You know, some of these turnovers are unforced, though. That there looked like they should have had an easy layup.
Well, you're putting that pressure. They keep coming down the sideline. As soon as they're crossing the 10-second line is when they're hitting them with that double team, and they're just going to have to make an adjustment. McCullough again to the rim.
Brendan McCullough taking control in the first quarter here.
He's got 13.
Well, that's the first easy one that they've given up.
Yep.
So.
Dunbar for a deep three. No good.
Short. Three from the top. Oh, my.
Mills got the rebound. There sure was. Oh.
Thelk tried to get it through. Dunbar with a steal. Looked at the three. McCullough forces one up. Looked like a foul. All by himself to Rubo. Here comes Dunbar. What a block.
Oh, what a block. And we got a foul on number 4. That was a heck of a block. He timed it right. If the ball hits the glass first and he blocks it, it's goaltending. But he got it way before it hit the glass.
Derubo thought that nobody was coming. He saw Dunbar coming. He kind of looked at him.
I think he slowed down.
He did definitely slow down. That was a mistake.
Absolutely. Miller back in the game for Thelk. So we got the starting 5 back on the floor for the Indians.
Dunbar
again to the rim.
Oh.
Ziegler offensive rebound.
Kicks it out. McCullough. Miller. Mills. Ooh. Couldn't get it to fall. Moved the ball around well there, though.
Absolutely.
There's DeRubo. He got fouled and didn't get it.
Offensive putback by 35. Looks like they're letting them play a little bit here, Eric. I don't know. We're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Peters Township has a 26-8 lead.
Well, usually when the score gets up pretty high, they're going to look away a little bit on some of the little calls.
Definitely holding for the last shot.
Mills, 3 from the corner. And a tip and a steal. Miller kicks it,
nice
and up
pass.
he goes. And
it's good.
What a finish.
Well, you know, he made a really great steal, and he made a really nice unselfish play, but Jack Dunbar wasn't quite ready for it, so it deflects off his hands, and Nate had enough sense of himself to know what the clock was like and just to catch it and shoot it, and he knocks it down before the buzzer. So the Indians put up 31 in the first quarter to take a 31-8 lead. That's a heck of a first quarter, man. We got 3 made threes out of 5 3-point field goal attempts, and in the paint area, if I can count, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 10 out of 11 from the lane. So excellent offense and really good defense by the Indians in the first quarter.
The 10 out of 11 from the lane. Brendan McCullough's got probably 10 points or 5 fast break layups.
Yes.
Or drives to the basket.
Right.
On 2 or 3 on the fast break and 2 or 3 on the set offense.
Yeah.
So he's been a key factor all the way around here.
Well, the surprising thing about Brendan being able to continue to do this game in and game out, the defense is still coming out and challenging him, and he's beating them off the dribble game after game. You wonder when, a strategy against him might be to give him a little bit more room, although he did knock down the 1-3 he took, force him to take some more shots from the outside. But that hasn't happened so far in the first 12 games plus this game here tonight. So if they're going to let him, they're going to put pressure on him. He's going to keep going around him. He's going to keep scoring at the basket. Good job by Brendan in the first quarter.
Peters Township switching their lineup up again with 5 new players to start. We got Mills, Miller, Nick McCullough, Ziegler, and Dylan Donovan on the floor.
Oh. Well, that was one of the few times that the Hillers had the ball in the center of the floor, and the Indians tried to put a little pressure with a double team, and it's a little bit harder to do from the middle in the middle of the floor. So the passing lane was a little bit better. He had a nice dump down into number 12, who finished with a layup, and he's going to get a chance for a 3-point play. Number 12 is Tim Hodges for Trinity, 6'4". First foul shot.
We have a lane violation.
Yeah,
on
looks like we have a lane violation. Got to wait for the player to release the basketball.
He lost his balance, and the shooter just waited till he fell in.
Yep.
Missed them both.
Ziegler hard to the rim.
Oh.
Offense.
Oh.
He went hard. I'll take that.
Peters Township full court pressure.
Nick McCullough doing a nice job defensively there. There's that double team, and there's another turnover. Kicks it ahead to Donovan. Goes up and makes the layup.
Trinity is really struggling with the pressure.
Yeah, they're going to get. Yeah, Nick's going to get it. That was. I'll take that though. You want to keep leaning on when you have the depth that Peters Township has with the guard play that they have. They can rotate their guards and they can put pressure on baseline to baseline all night long. I'll take that kind of foul.
When you're playing 10 guys, you gotta have that.
Yep.
Those guys gotta have 3 fouls each. That's the whole point.
Yep. Here comes that double team again. Trinity reverses it. A little more patience that time. Hodges to the rim.
Oh, that was offense too.
A lot of contact on the shot. Yeah. No offense or no block call. Just play on. Donovan has the ball for Peters Township. Goes to the spin move, kicks it out to Ziegler. Nick McCullough for 3, and it's good. Indians are hot from three-point line tonight.
Good pressure again up court, in the front court.
Had a chance to talk to Coach Lawrence before the game, and he did mention that they had a real emphasis on picking up the defensive intensity after that game against TJ. It's showing tonight.
Peters ready to bring in a whole nother squad.
Looks like we may have a offensive foul, moving screen. You think? Is that what it is, Eric?
Dylan Donovan.
Okay.
Moving pick. Got 4 new players in with Nate Miller staying in the game. Peters going with their big lineup again. Dunbar, Aspinwall, Miller, McCullough.
Vaccarella, number 44, Mickey Vaccarella.
And a steal and a turnover. McCullough, another layup.
McCullough, will do that 1 or 2 times a game. He'll let the defender will get around him in that full court pressure, but he's quick enough to come in from behind. And still get
nice
the tap
move there by number 12 Hodges.
Yep.
Right down the lane, kept control of the ball. Don't expect that from a big guy. Dunbar kicks it. Oh boy.
Travel. Well, the Indians not doing too many things wrong here tonight, Eric. That was really, I think, only their first or second turnover. I only have 2 on my chart, unofficial.
Well, I'll be interested to see. We've come out strong in all of our games early. Couldn't sustain the second half.
15 drives in, misses a layup. All right. Well, Vaccarella got tied up. Doesn't look like that could be possible, does it? Vaccarella got tied up in the corner there and coughed it up a little bit, and it looked like he might have got grabbed a little bit. But if you secure a rebound and you put it down low and put it down on the floor, you're asking for trouble. Hodges knocks down the first foul shot. We'll set the team fouls for you here. Peters Township has 6 team fouls. Trinity has 5 at the 5:10 mark of the second quarter. Pace has slowed down a little bit. Going to call block on number 4.
Jonah Williamson for Trinity. We'll be going to one-on-one on the next foul. Both teams with 6.
Vaccarella brings the ball into Dunbar. He's looking to score, drives into the paint, kicks it out to Vaccarella. He might have got away with a walk there. He kicks it out to Donovan, reverses it to Dunbar. He's looking to drive. He's got that pull-up. He loves that pull-up.
It's a nice shot.
That is a nice shot. When you can get into the 15-foot range, elbow range, and knock down a big, that's a tough shot to defend.
That's a lost art in today's game. Inside the three-point line, pull-up shot. Nobody takes it.
Oh, nice backdoor cut.
Yep.
Nice backdoor cut. Peters Township, when you're aggressive defensively, sometimes you overplay a little bit. You can get susceptible to that backdoor cut, and that's what happened that time. Good offensive series by Trinity. Brendan going baseline, kicks it out to Donovan for a 3. Another 3 for Donovan on an assist from McCullough. When he's getting into the lane and not scoring, he's kicking it out and feeding his teammates.
Hodges going to the hoop. He's a presence underneath.
Yes, he is.
An easy one.
He sure did.
Dunbar trying to get by. That was a travel not called and a hoop.
Well, Vaccarella, he went baseline. It looked like he might have got bumped, but he stayed with it, got the offensive rebound, and put it up for 2. So give him credit. He stayed with it.
Yep. Looked like it could have been a travel to me there. That was a reach-in grab.
I think we're going to get a 2-shot. I think they called 2. Yep, 2-shot foul. First one's good.
Peters Township bringing in three new players. Mills, Ziegler, and Nate Miller all returning.
It looks like the starting 5 is back out on the floor.
Yeah.
It's like a hockey game the way he's been rotating players. Mills missed a 3. It was one of those plays where a foul shot was made and 2 passes down the floor, and the Indians get a good look at the basket. Oh, ooh. Number 35 for Trinity tried to drive baseline and ball bounced off of Jack Dunbar's foot, so Trinity retains possession.
Trinity's picked up the offense a little bit here in the second quarter, but
we got to travel.
But in general, they really haven't looked very good on offense tonight.
Well, you said it earlier. We came out to that such a hot start. It's kind of hard to stay that hot for a long period of time. The game has slowed down a little bit. Trinity has got some better possessions.
All their points are inside, though. They haven't scored anything from outside.
Goes McCullough again to the lane. Good block. Ball's passed ahead. Another turnover. Trinity just is really having trouble taking care of the basketball. And when you talk about keys to winning games, you got to play good defense, you got to rebound, you got to take care of the ball. And the one thing Trinity is definitely not doing is taking care of the basketball.
I don't know. Do you have that stat? That's got to be close to double digits.
I would say I'm trying to keep the Indian stuff. I don't. Miller for deep 3. Nothing but net.
Wow.
I love to watch that kid shoot a basketball.
Peters Township tonight is just possessed in the first half here. Their shooting and play has been phenomenal.
Well, we got a total of 6 threes, and one player has 2, and the other threes are by other individuals. So it's not like it's one guy hitting all the threes. It's being spread across the board.
Well, that's been the team's MO all year.
Balance.
Yep. They don't really have one person that's
Looked like Nick.
going to be the guy every game all the time.
Somebody different. Nick McCullough picking up a foul deep in the backcourt. So Trinity's going to go to the line for a 1-on-1. Looks like Jonah Williamson's going to be at the line. So at the 2:16 mark, Peters Township 48, Trinity 20. Foul shot's good. McCullough bringing the ball up for Peters Township. Spreading the floor like they normally do. Penetrating the Mills into the paint. Ziegler for 3. He hits a 3. Everybody's joining the party tonight, Eric.
Yep. And a nice defensive play by Nate Miller to knock the ball out of bounds. Again, Peters Township with the full court man-to-man defense. Just giving Trinity fits.
If you look at the starting backcourt for Peters Township between Miller and McCullough, they got 24 points, and Trinity only has 22. So the backcourt for Peters Township.
And there's a steal by Nick McCullough.
Yeah, nice job.
To Ziegler for a layup. Nice left hand by Ziegler there.
Nick McCullough with the assist. That will not count. Deep 3 hit off back rim and then hit the structure for the hoop. Hit the clock. It's on the top of the board. So anytime a shot hits any of those pieces of the structure or the clock, it's a dead ball. Peters Township. Sean Thelk back in the game with Dylan Donovan. Penetration by Aspinall out to Vaccarella. Jump stop. Nice jump stop. Oh, misses it. Gets the offensive rebound and scores. That's twice he's done that, Eric. He's missed the first one and got the offensive rebound. Back in the old days of the NBA when Moses Malone led the league in scoring and rebound, and he was known for doing that.
Nice pass there.
Yeah, just fumbled it.
Missed it.
Jump ball. Yeah, number 30 had one. That was a nice delivery for Cole Carl. He just couldn't handle it. Maybe a little bit too much heat on it. Fumbled the ball. Got tied up, so in possession arrow pointing towards Peters Township. So at the 59.6 second mark of the second quarter, the Indians have a 55-22 lead. The Indians just have too much depth.
Well, that shot there was I don't think what they wanted in the last 40 minutes here.
Yeah.
Just
Donovan with the rebound.
Donovan, yeah. Pushing it up. Nice move to his left. Kicks it to Dunbar.
They got time. 23 seconds left in the quarter. Dunbar pulls up deep. He hits a 3.
Ten seconds. Trinity, let's see if they can get a shot off here.
If there was
Peters keeping the full court pressure up. Dunbar with a foul. Shooting 1-on-1.
Yeah, 1.9 seconds in a closer game. You'd be a little upset about that foul, but when you're up 58-22, you really can't complain. If there was any doubt that the Indians would come out hot tonight after having 2 games against Connellsville, one against Connellsville and one against Ringgold, where they really just
missed the front end.
Missed it. So, yeah, but they came out on fire. A 58-point half. So the Indians go into halftime, 58-22. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the third quarter. All right, everyone, welcome back to the Peters Township Trinity High School basketball game here at AHN Arena. Score at halftime, Peters Township 58, Trinity 22. I got some unofficial stats here for you, Eric. On three-point field goal attempts, I have the Indians shoot 8 for 11. And on shots inside the arc, and I probably have missed a few, but I have them shooting 16 out of 20 inside the paint. So probably missed a few attempts, but all in all, that shooting percentages are for both the 3 points and the 2-point field goal attempts is off the charts.
Yeah, that's 70%, 80%.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty damn good. Excuse my French, but when you're playing defense the way they're playing and they're turning the ball over, Trinity just coughing up the ball time and time again on offense, and that's just creating so many easy opportunities for the Indians at the rim. I mean, layup after layup.
Right.
Their shots in the paint, I mean, it's just even on drives in the half-court game, they're getting into the lane. So good job by the Indians.
Yeah, they've shot well, and they've taken the ball to the rack, which has opened up the three-pointers, which they've connected on.
Yep. Couldn't ask for anything more. Deflection. Looks like Trinity's going to retain the ball.
Well, hopefully Peters will keep up the defensive intensity. A nice steal by Nate Miller. He had to throw it back in, though.
Right. Number 11, Jacob Dunkel. He's 6'5" in the paint. Scores 2. Rendon kicks it to Mills. He penetrates. Looks like he.
Dunbar with the save.
Yes. Miller on the penetration over to McCullough. Spin move, pull up. Indians retain possession. Offensive rebound by Mills.
Jake Ziegler with the left. Nate Miller on the D. Knocks it out of bounds again. Peters keeping the defensive intensity up. And our thoughts were right there, Bob. We got a running clock to start the second half here.
So the clock didn't stop on that ball.
Out of bounds, yep.
Okay.
30-plus points and another bucket by Dunkel.
Yeah, it's
underneath.
2 in a row. Yeah, 2 in a row for him. So I think the only time the clock will stop is when the official goes to the table on a shooting foul and reports the number of the player who had the foul. So it will stop on foul shots once the official does report to the table. Foul shot's good.
So Dunkel underneath with the first 5 points here for the Trinity.
Good jump stop by Dunbar. Miller goes to the rim, kicks out. One more. Ziegler's going to get an open 3. No good. Brendan gets the rebound. Deflected out of bounds by Trinity, so Peters Township will retain the possession of the basketball underneath their own basket.
I would love to see Peters Township do a better job on the defensive rebounding side here in the second half, just to get some
nice out of bounds play for Dunbar, but he missed it. I think in that instance he was so wide open he could have came down and then went right back up again. He didn't need to do the old alley-oop. They're going to go to Kunkel inside again, and he misses. Ziegler rebound out to Dunbar, and he's going to score 2. Ziegler got the rebound and got the assist.
Peters keeps applying the pressure.
Number 4 scoring for Trinity. That was Williamson. McCullough, nice pass, and he got fouled. Boy, was that a nice look, yes.
Great assist, great left hand by Ziegler. Conventional three-point play on the way. We got wholesale changes for both teams.
Yes. Well, the one thing about Jake finishing with his left hand there is he is left-handed, so he did finish with his strong hand, but that was a heck of a nice pass by Brendan McCullough on the drive. Trinity having a hard time getting the ball in bounds. Here comes the double team, and there's Dunbar read it, but he just didn't get there quite in time.
Peters Township tonight doing what they do best, pushing the ball.
30, Cole Carl getting a putback on the drive from number 12, Tim Hodges. Donovan looks to drive. Oh, nice fake, spin dribble, oh.
Trinity.
Yeah. There was a lot of good things about that move except the finish, Eric. I mean, I thought he had a nice little 10-footer from the lane and kind of misfired. Indians having a little more patience here. They got the lead. Big score. McCullough into the lane, scores. Again, going to the rim. They're putting enough defensive pressure on him that he doesn't have to take an outside shot.
Trinity can't buy a hoop.
Nope. Hodges knocks the first one down. Nate Miller in the game with Nick McCullough, and then Donovan still on the floor with Vaccarella and Aspinwall. Got to give Trinity credit. They come out in the third quarter. They didn't come out flat. They come out. They're still working hard. They're going for loose balls. They're banging on the glass. There's no quitting in them.
Unfortunately, there's just too much to overcome.
Way too much to overcome. Oh, we got a floor foul. Yeah, number 15. Nate did a nice job there. He started going right, did a nice crossover to his left hand, and he definitely had the advantage going to the rim, and the defender bumped him from behind, drew the foul. Miller inbounds to Vaccarella. Nick McCullough, nice move. Nice move by Nick McCullough. I think he's watching his brother. Comes the double team. That bad place to stop.
Well, that's always been Nick's penchant since he was a little guy. Going to the hoop. And their big guy.
Number 12, yep, Tim Hodges. He's got 13 for them. Aspinwall's going to drive. Oh, good block.
Oh, missed him going down the lane. Rubio.
Nice move. Wow.
That's his
Number
first
15.
of the night.
Yeah. That was a nice right-handed move. I mean, he had to put some English on it. We're going to get a charge. Yep. Called a charge on Vaccarella.
That did not look like a charge.
Well, in a 69-36 game, it's not worth complaining about, I guess. Coach Ehrman didn't have much to say on it.
That's
so
why it looked like a charge.
Yeah. Probably. Indians still applying full court pressure. Here comes that double team at the 10-second line. And that was a quick whistle.
Jump ball. Peters gets the ball anyhow.
Well. Miller handling the ball for Peters Township. Looks to drive. Yep, one of the few turnovers we've had the whole game.
This game's getting a little sloppy now.
Yes.
Peters Township playing most of its underclassmen. Getting some experience.
Yep. Well, Miller's a junior, and then McCullough's a sophomore, Donovan's a freshman, Aspinwall's a junior, and Vaccarella's a sophomore. So you're right. Pretty young team on the floor. Full court pressure. Trinity player stepped out of bounds. Good defense by Aspinwall. .15 seconds to go in the quarter. Donovan goes to the paint, pulls up, a little short, gets offensive rebound.
Hodges with a nice block at the end.
It was. Donovan made a nice move, got into the paint. A little short on the first attempt, got the offensive rebound, and number 12 for Trinity, Tim Hodges. Block shot went down the other way, but Trinity could not score. So after 3, Peters Township 69, Trinity 36. My unofficial stats I had the Indians making five baskets on eight to 9 field goal attempts, so didn't have the pace, and obviously with the running clock, the number of possessions was going to be a little bit lower than it would be if the clock was stopping on all whistles. So that definitely had an impact on the scoring in the quarter as well. But again, good showing by the Indians. The defensive thing for me is what was important. They came out with the intensity defensively and just turned over Trinity time and time again, and that created those offensive opportunities in transition. And they just got out to such a big lead early on that Trinity really was never going to have a chance to get back into this ball game.
Well, we're going to see at the next game whether Bethel Park, what kind of team they have, because it's pretty obvious that Peters Township is, at this point in time, in my opinion, better than any of the teams that they played, even better than TJ. TJ, I think, just had a really good night against us that night.
Yeah, it was a fun game to watch for 105 to 100 ball game in a high school game. I'm not going to see that too often.
Well, in our section, I just don't think that TJ. When we play there, we're gonna wear them out like we do. It's gonna come down to we play 10 guys and nobody else does, and we're just wearing the other teams out, especially in our section.
Nice pass.
Nice
oh.
That looked like a clean block by Mills.
Yeah, Mills made it, but that was really a nice, sweet bounce pass behind the back. You got to give the kids from Trinity credit. They're still playing hard, even though they're way behind by 33. That was a nice pass. Number 11 at the line, Jacob Dunkel. Nice form on his foul shot, but it doesn't go down. He's listed at 6'5". Second one's good.
Peters needs to still work on their defensive rebounding. They give up way too many offensive rebounds, I feel like, when we're watching them play. I know being aggressive on defense creates that.
To a certain degree, it does. They're out of position a little bit because when they run in double, that means they got to have guys covering the backside. That's that reverse pivot by
Mills from deep.
No good.
Dunbar, no. Taken away by 13. Tyler Johnson.
Oh, good backside help. That's the backside help we didn't have against TJ. Nice pass by Thelk.
Mills.
Mills.
Can't convert.
Yep. One of my all-time favorite players was Sean Thelk's older brother, Matty Thelk. That was good defense. Again, backside help. You know, it was something we didn't see a lot of against TJ, but that help came from the backside. The lob went over top. The initial defender was beat, but Brendan came from the backside and drew the charge. So that's a good job by him playing good defense.
Trinity, that time, it'll be interesting to see if Peters can continue to defend that, because Trinity had two guys down on the post there that were just basically posting up, looking for an entry pass.
And they do have some size.
Well, they spread it out this time.
Dunkel's listed at 6'5", and number 12 is Hodges is 6'4". So.
6'4". And Hodges got some hops too.
Yep.
There's a three by Hathaway.
Yeah, I think that might be their first one of the night.
I'm sorry, that was Owen Wayman. Dalkey, nope. And Tyler Johnson with a rebound.
Nice ball fake. Number 40 goes up and gets the offensive rebound.
Ziegler with the foul from behind.
Yep. You were mentioning though, Eric. I mean, he came down, he got the shot, he made a nice move, and he got the offensive rebound on a miss.
Yeah.
If you're going to get beat defensively, you got to turn and box out. And Jake went for the block and got himself out of position, and number 40 was able to get the offensive rebound.
The games I've watched so far this year, it seems like that's been one of the biggest problems has been rebounding. I mean, we've lacked on the defensive rebounding side.
Second foul shot's up and good. That makes the score 69-41.
We got Jaden Greco in the game for the first time for the Indians also, and
number
Lucas
12.
Rost.
Yep, those two are freshmen.
And who's this?
Mills went to the rim and got the ball deflected out of bounds. So we'll try to set the floor for you here. So number 23 is Nick McCullough. Number 35 is Jaden Greco. Mills is still in the game. Thelk is still in the game, and Donovan's still in the game. So number 12 is coming out of the game for Trinity. All right, Peters Township basketball. Thelk out to Donovan. Swings it over to Nick McCullough. Over to Greco.
Going with their all-guard lineup and Cam Mills.
Greco pass. Nice pass. A lot of unselfish play there. The Indians have definitely gone cold from the outside. Turnover.
Sloppy. Here we go, up and down. Mills.
There he goes.
Straight to the hoop. These young guys need to get aggressive with their offensive play and try to score some hoops here instead of giving it up.
Yeah, you could see that Lucas was a little tentative there going to the paint. You saw the junior. That's going to be an offensive foul, yeah.
Good call there.
Good job by Mills.
He was standing there with his hands up 5 seconds
Yes,
before that got good.
That was an easy one. I think I could have made that call, Eric. All right, so that's going to reset the lineup once again. So Greco's still in the game. Vaccarello, Nick McCullough, Sean Thelk, and Lucas Rust. Let's see if one of these young freshmen can get a look at the basket here and take a shot. Knock down a varsity basket. Thelk looks to drive over to Greco. Jaden's a southpaw. He's left-handed. Over to Vaccarello. He's looking to drive. Nice cut by Lucas Rust.
It's good experience for these guys to be in here at this time.
Absolutely. Anytime you can get varsity minutes. That's just a basketball IQ play. You saw Vaccarello went into the corner, and it was just a basketball cut to the basket. He had a chance for a layup, and it just got knocked out of his hands. He's going to take a three here. Knock it down, kid. No good.
Lead pass. Easy hoop. Cole Carl for Trinity. Jaden Greco.
We're at the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. 71-43. Thelk with a little one-hander. Vaccarello with the offensive rebound, and it's good.
Well, both teams are continuing to work hard. I don't see any give up on any of these guys on Peters Township. They're working hard to learn.
Well, you need the experience, absolutely. There's still a lot of season left. We haven't even got through the first half of the section play. We got one more section game, I would believe. It's going to be Bethel probably next Tuesday, I imagine. And that's at Bethel, and that'll be the first half of the section play. So after tonight, the Indians are going to be 3-1 in section play going into that Bethel game. I think
game there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they have a couple non-section games before section plays will start back up again. So Matty misses from 3.
They can get a win at Bethel on Tuesday. That would, for all intents and purposes, put them back in a 3-way tie.
Yep.
Going into the second half.
Nick McCullough with a rebound, pushes up to Sean Thelk. Vaccarella drives. Nick McCullough. Sean's going to pull it back out front to Jaden Greco. And they restart the offense. Little one-hander. There he goes. He was going to keep trying that till it went down one way or the other.
We got a sub for Trinity. And 49 seconds to go.
If you're an official, this is the kind of game you want to referee because there really wasn't a whole lot of pressure on them to do anything wrong because the lead got so big so early.
Yeah.
Number 30 goes to the paint. Offensive rebound. Number 22 kicks it out to number 2. No good. Number 4 is going to get an offensive rebound. He's going to put one up. That's no good. And another offensive rebound. Blocked shot by Vaccarella. Trinity maintains possession. And we're coming up to the 10-second mark. And the Indians are going to pull another victory here tonight. And another convincing victory.
Yeah.
And another game where they put up over 70 points. And again, in the whole second half of this game, it was a running clock. So they were averaging, I had them averaging in the first 3 section games, they were averaging 88. And that includes that 100-point game against TJ. And for the year, they've been, again, one of the leading scoring teams in all of 5A basketball. So they did it again tonight, but they did it with defense first. Got a lot of transition baskets off their pressure defense, a lot of easy baskets in the paint, and they shot the lights out from 3 in the first half, 8 for 11. Really, again, balanced scoring. So the Indians, again, another solid victory for them and puts the record to 10-3.
Thanks, Bob.
All right. Thank you, Eric, for joining me tonight. So that'll be a wrap for Peters Township Community Television. Thank you very much. Have a good night.